Hello everybody, it's Joel from Silver Arrow Cars. I'm here with Robert, and this is our 1974 Triumph Bonneville, and someone's going to correct me because this is not what we do all the time, but I think it's a T140V, if I am right. This is a 750cc Bonneville. This was came to us from in a car deal locally from a collector of classic motorcycles and cars. Very big enthusiast of old Jaguar and old British motorcycles. This he bought from the gentleman that restored the bike, and he had it in storage for some time. And then when we did that deal, the bike came to us. He wrote it in. We went over the bike, had a look at it. There were some rubbers and just some little bits here and there that we wanted touched up. So he took it to a specialist here in our area. They did a tune-up on it. They replaced some rubbers here and there. And then it came back to our shop. We did a detail on it and tested it out and ran it and drove it, which is quite nice. This is, I believe, a fairly coveted bike, being that it is a right-hand shift bike, which is fairly rare and was only a certain number of years. This being the 74, and from what I understand, a fairly highly coveted date range for one of these old classic Bonnies. I'm into riding myself. I don't have any classic bikes, but certainly this one has great aesthetic to it and would either be a great place to start off with and add some of your own custom flavor to, or leave it as is. The entire bike is in extremely good condition. It was a pretty comprehensive restoration they did on it. The one thing that I want to point out is just some of the chrome, or the chrome on the front fender. There's just some, I guess what you would call kind of flaking to the chrome beginning to happen. We gave it a polish and tied it up as best we can. Everything else on the bike is in really good shape. A lot of the rubbers surrounding the gauges, the backlighting on the gauges, the lights on top of the headlight here, your indicators, your reflectors, both front and back, the housings, the chrome on the headlight, the switch. All of that is all in very, very good condition. The chrome on the levers here, the handlebars themselves, the bolts, reservoir cap. There you can see those gauges in very, very fine condition. I would wager to say there's probably less than 2,000 miles since it was restored. I bet you it's closer to 1,000. The paint on the tank is in very good shape. Obviously that was done when the bike was restored, and we found some of those documents. We're sorry we didn't have those in there earlier. And then the engine casing, cylinder head, all in nice shape. I'm just going to float around here so you can get some angles and better looks at it versus the photos. And again, the client we took this on trade from, he wrote it in. He has a couple other classic bikes. He rides a newer Ducati, a newer BMW. This was plated with classic plates here in British Columbia, which means the bike has to be to original spec. That's how our insurance will allow that. It allows for cheaper classic car insurance. The spokes and the chrome on the wheel, oops, those are all in really good shape. The rubber in the tires, I'm not sure of the age, but the rubber is still quite pliable and soft. Still has all the nubblies on it. I would imagine that was also done during that restoration, which, Robert, do we know, was there a date on any of those photos?
I don't believe so.
We can find out for you guys. We'll post that in the auction itself. Really nice clean bike. So we're offering this We just didn't get it exported in time, so we are offering this. We will handle everything. It's $900 US, and we will sell it out of our Blaine, Washington warehouse if you're a US buyer. So you can treat it as if it's in the US. So we'll title it, we'll export it, and we'll get it to our warehouse in Blaine for you, and the cost on that is $900. So Robert's just going to come over in a minute, and we'll start it up. We'll run all the lights, and there you be. So I'll get Robert, and we'll do that. Okay, I've got Robert with me now. We're going to have him hop on it and start it. Bear in mind that neither of us are Kickstart pros.
No, this is
Lights are on.
a whole new rodeo.
Gas is on.
Ready?
Yep. Well, there you go. It's not hot. Do you want to just run the signal lights for me?
Sure.
Yep.
You in the back, can you see that?
Yeah, I'll do a circle.
And the indicator up here is working.
That way, and
Over
then
the other
left, your
side.
signaling. Signaling there, and signaling up top. And then headlight, no problem. Pretty tiny bike, and the horn works. All right, there you go. Very nice bike, everything works. I would say the only opportunity is the front fender. Zap that off and re-chrome it, but nice running bike, been rebuilt, been restored. Good rubber, ride it right away.
I just replaced these yesterday because I noticed they were a bit crusty.
Nice
So
fresh rubber.
we had a real fast overnight from the UK.
Nice. There it is. Very nice bike. It's worth the money. I'll be honest, we had it pegged at 8 or 9 grand. See what it does.